Is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
The first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Big ass.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Lucky. Sponge. No. Watch the shit.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. Wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
A little second effort there on this strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
54 Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Ricky.
To throw is Prescott. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. These two teams all tied after 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 43. Alert flare.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
18.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Alert 3.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
And that's a major league loss of yardage and probably loss of momentum. You're snapping the ball at the 1-yard line before you suffer that big loss.
Yeah, you think of losing any yardage from the 1 is bad. To go that far back, that's a disaster.
And I think the play calling sequence that maybe the OC had in his head, that's got to change on the fly now.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 29, Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Gain of 12. And the Cowboy 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
First down, Dallas.
Here we go. 4-8. Kill. 47.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 2nd and 5 now. Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Past the 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the pass. 47.
Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for... That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, 46.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott flush to his right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. He sets to fire. He's got him in. Complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton in the final seconds of the first half as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
No. General West. Hey, 18. Yep.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky flushed out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year. Franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in the game.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler, Byron Jones. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd down, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Cowboys.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Go, get out there.
Now Prescott keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Big stop, let's go. Go.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And now running right through it. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 29, Trubisky. Robinson's got it. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey, ball. Come on, boy.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Lock in.
Let's make these babies cry.
Now it's Trubisky. A dump off for Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, touchdown number 18 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. A second down throw for Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. That one good for 26 and a first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Prescott on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Prescott to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays. Fire.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the field goal got him back within 1 score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock. Now let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Cohen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run. This is Cohen. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And Robinson with a big catch. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop. Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Chicago,
Slide on with it. Better see me now.